Well, let's find out if the boys are going to make the playoffs. I got a hunch they're going to. Hello, superstar defensive tackle Josh Owens. So that's confirmed now. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice indeed. We're going to keep focusing on these 6, though. There's some other dude. Well, actually, we could switch it up. We could switch it up. There are some other guys who deserve a bit of a spotlight. And again, some of these guys are super close to going up in terms of points. We'll just stick with it. We'll just stick with it. The right guard was, or the left guard was hidden dev. We don't know where he's at yet. Apparently, I just keep fucking hemorrhaging money. If we don't have a home game, I just keep hemorrhaging money. That's good to know. Deacon Slate. Does that one have a rat tail? Is there a weird shader? It's probably a weird shader. I could double check his hairstyle, but Josh Robinson getting even better. Man is elite. Eddie Goodwin. It's now a scheme fit. Like to see that. Pernell McPhee, who gives a shit. Just make sure you're a scheme fit, I guess. As you try to stave off retirement. And Shakir DiCarvalho. Make you better as a speed rusher. Let's up some of those shit attributes. There you go. At 94 coach points as well. We might as well make the most of those before we fire this coaching staff. I can't imagine I'm keeping Kevin Stefanski next year. XP for fullbacks. You know, we might as well go for that. Because we might be able to get another one. Sooner rather than later. Then again, he's getting fired, so who cares? It doesn't matter. Kevin. We take on the 6-4 Ravens. We win this, we're back to 500 somehow. It'll be 2 years in a row, and we won. 2 years in a row of screwing ourselves out of a better draft pick. As Devlin was AFC Offensive Player of the Week again with 3 passing touchdowns. Why can we not start a season on time? It doesn't make sense. We're in about $5 million a home game, and that is not nearly enough. That is not nearly enough. Thank God we got to our bye week, but we are back to 500. Josh Owens. Up to a 74. Superstar DT. We'll see if he holds on to that fucking dev pattern. End of the year, we might lose it. Kyle Van Noy, the veteran. Patriots legend. Let's see. Rayshon Justice, the UDFA corner. Say 66. And franchise have a form like FIFA? Yes. In a sense. Well, that's morale. More like hockey, I would say. Dennis Brooks. Looking alright after that upgrade. So we advance to next week. We have the best passing offense in the league, by the way. Which is hilarious. 6-6. Oh my God. Look at the standings in the division. Look at this shit show. We could actually make the playoffs. We've won 4 in a row and 5 of our last 6. We might actually do this. Nuge, we beat the Titans in that game that we played, actually. Because we played them after week 8. If we play a team after the trade deadline, we actually do okay. Go figure, right? Go figure. Oh, we did lose both games to the Jags. That is very true. We did indeed. Alright. This is another home game. The majority of our remaining games are home games, which makes sense. It feels like we've been on the road all fucking season. Damian Pierce is now a scheme fit. Love to see it. Again, I don't know if I'm keeping Cam Akers next year. Rashad Steele. Getting a little bit better. Who cares about Brett Jones? And we got Austin Norris at tight end, who is up to a legitimate 85 overall and gets a new ability slot. I backed out before I saw what it was, but he's a beast. That's all we got to care about. New ability unlocked. Austin, what'd you get? Second Wind and Slot Apprentice. Player with this ability have access to 4 additional hot routes. Okay, so his abilities kind of suck. His abilities kind of fucking blow, for being honest. That is unfortunate. So we take on the Colts. I know you can change them, but I'm not going to. Hey, just give him the best abilities. It'll be fine. No, I'm not going to do that. We take on the Colts. The battle of 6 and 6. And we win. From 1 and 5 to 7 and 6, this is 2 years in a row of this team figuring it out in the second half. If the season ended today, we would make the playoffs and lose to Jacksonville for the 3rd year in a row. Meanwhile, Davis Mills and the Carolina Panthers are the current #1 seed in the NFC. Worst tankers ever. Jerry Jeudy, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, with 5 touchdown catches against the Colts and 251 yards. Holy God. My goodness. Why? Why did I, right? Yeah, I threatened Kevin Stefanski's job, and all of a sudden that sumbitch starts figuring it out. Funny how that works. All of a sudden, Kevin remembers how to coach. Dennis Brooks, the right guard. Terrell, the left guards. And we do know that we have a bunch of young stars at this stage. Honestly, let's start giving the worst stars of the bunch. Let's start giving them a bit of shine at this point. Norris is basically Kyle Pitts. Yeah, he's the white Kyle Pitts. Start giving these guys some attention here at the end of the season. Jalen Peter's going to be a bit too old, so we'll keep Robinson in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. You can tell by the way I set up these challenges, I have no faith in the no faith in the defense whatsoever. It's all the offense that we end up trusting. So, will we make the playoffs? That is the question I asked at the start of the season. And here we are at 7 and 6 and currently in a playoff spot. We have some upgrades. Paulie Devlin is up to an 82. It'd be very tough to draft a quarterback to replace this guy when he's an 82 at 22 years old. Derek Sellers, that new corner that I still can't believe the Rams gave us for an O-lineman with an expiring contract. Tunks, what's going on? Stream's been okay. The team sucks, but they're good. But they suck, but they're good. Ooh, big jump for Easton Stroud up to an 83. Love to see that. Pleasant on the defensive line. He gets a little bit better. He's now a 77. Andrew Kitchens. He's currently a 74. Now a 75. Again, if he could get a dev pattern, that would be great. And Derek Stingley, the Stingray. He's up to an 85. Not bad. Miami. 4-9 Dolphins. I'm just going to menu sim it. I don't dare go in depth because that apparently goes terribly for us. Flo, what's up, by the way? We beat the Dolphins by 3. We are 8-6, and if the season ended today, we'd be the 4th seed, and we'd take on Cincinnati. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. We started off this season 1-5. 1-5 is where we started. And now here we are. On the verge of maybe making something happen. I think it's 6 in a row and 7 of our last 8. Absurdity. Absolute absurdity. 2 home games in a row before playing the Chargers on the road to end the season. Jenkins up to an 88. Terrell Williams up to a 76. And Jerry Judge Judy is a 91. Plus 5 awareness. Good God. Of course, awareness in this game is that general modifier. Like, hey, he's just better. Now look at our depth chart really quickly. Okay, I wanted to make sure that Akers, Pierce, that was the order. Robinson's still our number 1 wideout. From what I can tell. And again, we kept Ben Jones as our center because why not? We got Goodwin, we got Pleasant. The team is in great form right now, so everyone's overall is up. Slate being the starter over Miles Jack has actually paid off pretty well. It did put John Johnson back in over Jalen Petra, but that's okay. We'll leave that. All right. Might we? You can tell I'm not really buying into the fact that this team might be able to make the playoffs. I don't trust them. We're in a 3-team tie at 8-6 for the AFC South. If we beat the Chiefs, I'll start to actually maybe think we could make the playoffs. We lost 34-28. Titans move into that top spot. If the season ends today, we do not make the playoffs. So right now, again, I refuse to believe that we're going to make it. And that's why. We did have a weekly player, and that was one Deacon Slate with 14 tackles and a pick. So there is that. There is that. Fucking hell. We score all of our points in the first quarter against the Chiefs, then fall apart. Probably. We were up 14-0 at the end of the first. We lost in overtime by 6. There you go. Love to see it. They had almost 600 yards of offense. This defense is thriving. I can't wait for them to miss the playoffs after all of this. The surging back. The valiant efforts. Just to blow it again. Can't wait. Here for it. I am here for it. The player upgrades. Dennis Brooks. Didn't mean to do that. That's okay. You're a 78 now. Solid lineman. D'Angelo Graham is now actually a 75. And Calvin Ridley. Still holding on. Probably going to be his last season here. Just because, I mean, what's the point in paying an elite wideout that if we can barely make the playoffs when this team's at full strength? It is our last home game of the season. It's against Seattle. If we lose this, we're boned. This team has not earned the right for us to watch them fail again and again at this stage. So we're going to sim it from right here, and let's see what happens. And maybe week 18 against the Chargers will actually mean something. And we did win. If the season ended today, we would be the 7th seed, the very bottom seed. So presumably, if we beat the Chargers, we are playoff bound. They are 4-12. If we lose, well, we can't guarantee it now, can we? Are we going to make the playoffs? Yes, we do still have the Eagles pick that could be decent. Presumably will be decent. We didn't see them as a playoff team.
Oh, good!
A lot of upgrade points here, too. Kev, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. D. Carvalho, up to an 82. I missed one from Dodgers fans, by the way, 24 minutes ago. Probably when I was in gut-wrenching pain from watching this team blow it again. I appreciate it regardless if you are still here. And Kev, you know, dropping that sub as well. Kev, thank you. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, it brings us some luck. And these boys can finally see a playoff game for the first time since Jesus walked the earth. It's what it's starting to feel like, okay? Oh my God. Our fullback, Kevin Hawley, gets a little bit better. He's an actual 71 now. Good for you, Kevin. Rayshawn Justice, which is such a great name. He's an actual 67, which is pretty nice. Again, he was a UDFA with Star Dev. And then Jedrick Wills, who I can't wait to trade because you have been a massive disappointment, stays at an 84. Cool beans. Cool beans. But Kev, thank you again, man. I appreciate that. New ability unlocked for Josh Owens, our rookie defensive tackle. Unfakeable. I feel like unfakeable on a defensive tackle is just worthless, though. We're not going to change it, but it is what it is. Win this game, and we make the playoffs. Lose this game, and who knows? That's what we're looking at right now. That is what we are looking at. Old SoFi. We lost to the Jaguars twice, so no. Paul Devlin. America. Fucking America.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
All right. Can we beat the Chargers to earn our first postseason appearance at the helm of this franchise? We're about to find out. I, again, am not holding my breath. But could it happen? Will it happen? Should it happen? Am I biding time because I'm afraid to hit the button because I feel like we're going to lose? Yeah. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Let's do this through the first quarter. We shall sim. Chargers up 7-0. And that is the score at the end of the first. What an electric start. I've never seen anything. God, what a terrible start. All right. Let's go to the half. Here we go. Touchdown Chargers. We settle for a field goal. Field goal for the Chargers. 17-6 at halftime. I hate it here. I absolutely hate it here. Philip, what's up? Through the third quarter. 17-9. And that's where we stand. Chargers ball. They punt. Boys, you need to do something here. Please. Should have specified punting wasn't something that I've been talking about. Chargers score. I can try to save the day, but do I even want to? Do I even want to? I don't think I do. I don't think I want to try to save the day. Let's see it. Can you make it happen? Can you make the playoffs? Can you get a nice fourth quarter comeback? No pass interference. Ball down to the turf. They now have max momentum. Devlin over the middle. Good catch there by Austin. Devlin without a touchdown pass in this game. Obviously, we've only had 3 field goals.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling.
3rd and 4. They need to score on this drive. They have to. Devlin. Out to the right. Ball caught. First down. I don't even think the guy that... yeah, by the way, this is for the points that have been up the whole time, too. So whether or not we make the playoffs, it literally comes down likely to the last game of the season. We could lose and still make it, but as the 7th seed, that's very unlikely. Kevin Stefanski likely looking at the last game as head coach of the Houston Texans. Devlin, handoff, Akers, decent gain. Oh, Cam Akers. Cam Akers. That wasn't even Akers, it was Pierce? Okay, Cam Akers is getting traded. If Damian Pierce can do that, Cam Akers is getting traded. Damian Pierce with that man strength. Fuck you. Get off me. Whew. Oh, boy. I don't like this formation, boys, when we need a touchdown ASAP. Going to hand off again. Yes, we are. Oh, baby. Look at this. Damian Pierce. Big gains here. The clock isn't our friend right now, but are we gonna run again? No, play action over the middle. Big catch from Robinson. Who else would it be? What was it, Hitchens? What the fuck? It was Kitchens. Man down. Take the shot. What the fuck just happened? That was a great catch. He gets up. He starts walking. He just falls over. Big Nate. 16 months. You beautiful man. Yeah, field sense. Sense the field like never before. Nate, thank you for the resub, buddy. How are you? Another good run. And a gain of 6 from Pierce. 3:14 to go. Our wide receiver just got shot. What a horrible play on the read option. Oh, my God. Nate, glad to hear it, buddy. Fuck. 3rd and 6. We need to score before the 2-minute warning. Devlin. Devlin to the end zone. He couldn't hold on to it. That was it. 4th and 6. We're going for it. We needed that touchdown. Devlin. End zone.
Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent.
I think I broke it. I think I broke the game. I think we're soft locked into this.
Oh, good for you!
Pretty sure I broke the game. I was gonna try to watch the replay because it looked like there was a dude that was wide open. It took me a couple of days, everybody. But I do what I do best and I break this game. Fuck's sake. Okay. Well, hi everyone. How are you? Yeah, you know, for Madden's, that was probably the longest amount of time. That was probably the longest amount of time that it's taken me to break one of their games. Way to honor the man's legacy, EA. You're killing it. Good job. You're crushing it. Well, I'm going to see if I can force Sim a loss, because let's be honest, we lost. Yeah, we shouldn't win that game. We really, really shouldn't win that game. Oh, cool. Game in progress. Resume. Perfect. Perfect. The save state was there then. Good. Let's get this shit show over with here. Super Sim. There's no saving this one. Chargers win. We put up 9 fucking points in the final game of the season. 9. 9. 9 points. 9. Trey Lance and the Chargers, that's weird as shit, but there it is. So, I don't even care about the player stats. I'm pretty sure we just missed out on the playoffs because of that. At 9-8. We'll see if we actually did make it. I hope we didn't. Holy fuck, we still made the playoffs. Somehow, as the 7th seed, losing in the final week, we actually still made the playoffs. And we'll be playing the New York Jets. Well, congrats to those that said yes in terms of will we make the playoffs. For the first time, the Houston Texans in this franchise run have made the playoffs.
Emotional damage.
Oh my god. Well, let's take a look then at the season that was. A reminder of our schedule. We started off the season with 5 straight losses. 1-2, lost 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, and then lost 2 of our last 3. But 9-8. 9-8 was enough. 9-8 was enough to make it. In terms of the standings, Falcons, top team in the NFL. They and the Chiefs both at 13-4. AFC North went to the Ravens. The Bengals also made it. Browns missed out. Steelers were terrible. AFC South went to the Titans. We also made it. Had the tiebreaker on the Colts, and the Jags somehow missed after losing 4 in a row. They were like 7-2 or some shit. Pretty sure. 7-3. AFC East, the Jets, Patriots, Bills, Dolphins all missed out. AFC West to the Chiefs, Broncos also made it. Chargers and Raiders were terrible. NFC North to the Packers. They've been the best team in this franchise mode, really, so far through 3 seasons. Got the Bears and Vikings also making it. The Lions were horrific. Falcons at 13-4 made it. The Bucks made it too on tiebreaker over the Panthers, who a few weeks ago were the #1 seed and fell off a cliff. The Davis Mills experience. Saints at 7-10. Philadelphia, we have their first round pick. They finished at 5-12. Cowboys were the only team out of the NFC East to make the playoffs. And out of the West, the Seahawks, with a losing record, made it at 8-9. The Rams missed out. Craziness. So presumably we could have as high as the 3rd overall pick. We'll see if it settles down that way, but it should be a top 3 pick. At the very least, not that bad. Last time it looked like it was a 3rd, then it was actually a 6th. That's the reason I talked that way. Playoff bracket-wise, we play the Jets, Ravens play the Broncos, and Titans play the Bengals. The other side, Packers, Bucks, Cowboys, Vikings, Seahawks, and Burrs. Pay out the poll. I did. You tell me what to do, Wheels, when you can't pay attention. Ba-boom. Get pooped on. Let's take a look around the league as well. I guess we'll take a look at our team, our stats for the year. Devlin, almost 5,500 yards, 43 touchdowns, but 19 picks. Still a 43 touchdown season for Paul Devlin. He's the guy until he isn't. So far, he's still the guy. 739 yards for Damian Pierce. Akers had just 534. Can't imagine we're going to keep Cam Akers, we don't run the football. We do not run the football. Pierce did have 9 touchdowns on the season, though. It's just not worth paying Cam Akers if we're not going to run the football. Receiving-wise, 99 receptions for Judy. Robinson with 91. Both of them with 1,300 yards. Holy balls. Ridley had almost 1,000 as well. Norris at 800. 20 touchdowns this year for Jerry Jeudy. He had 8 for Robinson. Ridley only had 3. Blocking-wise, only 6, really? I guess the O-line figured it out, huh? Maybe we change our prediction for what we do there, but the O-line, I guess, started to figure it out. Terrell Williams, 781 downs played, 11 games, not a single sack allowed for the rookie. Love to see that. Defensively, Miles Jack still led the way for tackles. He and Deacon Slate in the middle did very, very well. 4.5 sacks for the 2 defensive tackles each. Not ideal. Corbett, god damn, 27 tackles, 4 of them were sacks. Pick leader with 5 was A.J. Terrell. Trout, 20 of 26, which is still pretty disappointing. Longest was a 52-yarder. Around the league, Mahomes led in passing yards, just over Devlin. Just had Derek Carr up there, Russ, Burrow, Prescott, Javi Childs. A lot of guys over 5,000 yards. It is a passing league. In terms of touchdowns, 45 for Rodgers. Devlin, of course, had 43. Man, Javier Childs for the Seahawks. What the fuck? 77 normal Dev. That guy's throwing touchdowns left and right. 45 and 9 for Rodgers, by the way. Pick leader was Dak with 26. Devlin was tied for second with Josh Allen, though, and he had 12 more touchdowns than Allen, so maybe not that bad. Rushing-wise, I mean, yeah, you look at the attempt leaders, and Akers has, like, 200 less than Henry. Henry, almost 2,000 yards. Just insanity. Touchdown king was Nick Chubb, though, with 22. Damn. Receiving-wise, reception king, Cooper Kupp. Surprise, surprise. Yardage king, Cooper Kupp, over 2,000 yards. Surprise, surprise. Touchdown leader was Jerry Jeudy, though. 2 more than Kupp. We'll see if that's enough to get him wide out of the season. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, but a man can dream. Worst O-lineman in the league was Jonah Williams. In terms of sacks allowed, the best was Ben Barch. Ben Barch. Defensively, tackle leader Patrick McQueen. Kobe Dean was up there too. Sack leader with 19 was Aaron Donald, who, yes, is with the Jets now. We're about to play him. The interception king, Denzel Ward, with 7. Top kicker in terms of percentage. I mean, Gonzalez only had 10 all season. Daniel Carlson hit 22 of 23. Bucker made 23, though, on the year. Not bad. Not bad. So, Season 4 comes to a close. The regular season, that is. Because we somehow made the playoffs at 9-8 after starting the season 0-5. I don't know how we do it. I do not know how this team operates the way that they do. We'll take the XP gains. Yeah. So Kevin Stefanski might have saved his job because he is becoming a really good coach to have in terms of the talent tree that we've been able to build up. It's been rocky, but I think he saved his job. We made the playoffs.